All right, Shalom, Israel, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashemi, Hawashah, Bahashemi, Kakwadash. And this video is going to 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 22 through 28. It's going into some prophecy, because if you didn't know, we in the last days, like we really finna see and witness this stuff that our forefathers were seeing. It's really finna come to pass. So we got to wake up, come back to your nationality. You realize you're an Israelite. Start keeping the commandments. Stop playing with the Most High, because you don't want to get caught out here when all hell break loose. Because Ezra was seeing all this stuff coming to pass. He was seeing people getting killed. He was seeing people dying of famine. He was seeing women getting raped. He was seeing race wars. He was seeing martial law. Ezra was seeing all this stuff. He wrote about it for our learning, so we can see this stuff and prepare ourselves on the spiritual level. You can prepare physical. People gonna have guns. You might try to work out and get prepared for Jacob trouble and martial law. But if your spirit ain't right, you're not going to be saved from that. What is your muscles going to do against somebody that got a pistol? What is your pistol going to do against somebody that got tanks, military tanks, weapons that we never seen before? What is that going to do? That is a carnal level. That's carnal thinking. You got to get your spirit prepared for Jacob's trouble, man. And you're going to see stuff you never seen before in this lifetime, man. We ain't never really seen nobody die of famine. Somebody just hungry, dying slowly. We ain't never seen nobody just without 2 eyes in this generation get hung on a tree, man. We ain't never seen pestilence, strong pestilence that's killing animals too, not just humans. We ain't never seen stuff like that. But stuff like that is coming to America, man, coming around the whole world. And if you don't repent and keep these commandments, being an Israelite, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, you're not going to make it. You're going to get put to death right along with the other nations. Right? So this 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 22. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine. So there's going to be a lot of people on earth is going to perish of famine, right? Because you're going to have these restaurants that you go to, these warehouses that you go to get your food, or you go to Walmart to get tissue. You might go to Chick-fil-A to get some food, go to Zaxby to get food. We just look tropical smoothie to get a smoothie, right? But it's going to come a time, it's going to be a famine hit the land. It ain't going to be no small famine. It's going to be a famine where you ain't going to be able to go to these places no more. These warehouses going to be completely empty, man. You ain't going to be able to go every day or every 2 weeks to go get groceries. It's going to be empty. Once you get those last grapes, once you get that last box of toilet tissue, it's going to be over with. The truck going to start running. It's going to be a famine in the land. You ain't going to be able to grow no fruit. It's gonna be a complete famine, man. So if you don't got the Most High on your side, you ain't gonna make it. And we know that the Most High fed Elijah with ravens, so he can do that. We know he can do that to his elect, the people that's keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. But for the people that's not keeping the commandments, you're gonna have something coming for you, man. You have to go through a famine. You might go 2 or 3 weeks without eating. And imagine the people that haven't been fasting. Us in this truth, we fast. You might fast 2 or 3 days, 2 or 3 days straight. But imagine people that haven't never fasted before. Imagine the people that never went without no food and no water before. That famine is going to hit them hard, man. You might have to go a week or 2 without food, without water. How you gonna respond to that? If you don't got the Most High on your side, is you not. It says, for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So you're going to have people escape the hunger. The Bible just said it. It said for those that escape the hunger. How is they going to escape the hunger? Because they're going to stack up on food. You're going to have people already right now stacking up on food because they know the times that we in. They stacking up on water. They stacking up on fruit. They stacking up on canned goods. They already been stacking up since about early 2020. But the Bible said, for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So if you wicked, you ain't been keeping no commandments, you might escape the food though. You might escape the hunger. You got the food and all that in your basement. But the Lord said you're not gonna escape your judgment though. So just because you escape the hunger, that don't mean you're gonna survive. The Bible just said the sword gonna destroy you. And what's the modern day sword? The gun. So what's the point or use of you having food if somebody just gonna kick down your door and take your food? This is written. This is biblical. The Bible said you're gonna escape the hunger, but the sword gonna destroy you. So just say you got all this food, right? You got all this food you've been stacking up since 2020, early 2020. So you done heard about the pandemic. You done start stacking up on food, right? Basement full of food. But just say somebody, cause it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Somebody gonna come in there and kick down your door and rob you and take your food. What is you gonna do about that? What is it gonna do if somebody come in there and rob you and kill you and take your food? So that point, what was the point of stacking up on food? It was useless. It's the waste now. You can't eat that food no more. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna happen to a lot of people. A lot of people gonna stack up on food or go to these warehouses when they hear about martial law or Jacob's trouble. They're gonna go to these warehouses and start stealing out the stores and stuff like that, right? So they're gonna have that food, but somebody gonna come in and rob them, just like the Purge. Somebody gonna come in their crib and rob them and take their food. So they ain't gonna have no food. This is coming to a place near us, man. Those movies that we've been seeing, The Book of Eli, I Am Legend, The Purge, all these movies, this is the end, or how it ends. All these movies that's coming that we done been seeing are gonna come to pass. They're gonna come to pass. Greenland, all this stuff is gonna come to pass. These movies that we've been seeing, they already know what it is. These people that make these movies in Hollywood, they know that this is coming to this place, man. So they're already trying to get you programmed to be seeing stuff like this. Be seeing dead bodies on dead bodies. To be seeing folks just getting kidnapped. Folks eating other people, man. People gonna be eating people, man. I might have to do a part 2 to get into an in-depth breakdown going into that, man, because it's plenty of precepts going into that. But I'm just gonna get 2 Ezra 16 to 22 through 28, because that's what I said I was gonna do. But it's gonna be, I might do a part 2 going into like different precepts going into this stuff, going into Jacob's trouble, man, because it's gonna get wild. It said, for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy, and the dead shall be cast out as dung. So it's gonna be a lot of people. It said the dead is gonna be cast out as dung. What is dung? Dung is poop. Dung is poop, right? So just say when you go use the bathroom, right? And you use the bathroom, you poop, right? When you flush that poop down the toilet, you don't think about it no more. You don't wonder, oh, I wonder where it went at. You don't think about it no more. It's like, it's gone. Like, okay, I did what I did. I flushed the toilet. It's gone, right? The Bible just said, verse 23, and the dead shall be cast out as dung. So you're gonna have dead bodies getting cast out like doodle, man. It ain't gonna be people burying people, they loved ones in that day. Your grandma might die. You ain't gonna have time to bury you. You're gonna just have to throw out, man. You gonna have folks just throwing dead bodies out. Everywhere you look, it's gonna be dead bodies, man. Dead bodies cover everywhere, man. The smell of death is gonna be in the air, man. It's gonna taste horrible. I mean, it's gonna smell horrible. And these vultures that be flying around the sky, they're gonna have a field day on these dead bodies that be all on the ground, man. They're gonna be swarming around the air. They're gonna smell blood. They're gonna go down and eat the dead bodies, man. It's gonna be so many dead bodies because there's gonna be so many dead bodies on the ground of our people and the other nations. You know what I'm saying? Because they wicked. Our 2/3 have to go, man. 2/3 of our people, the blacks, Latinos, the Native Indians, which are the Israelites, they not gonna make it because they don't want to come back to their God. They don't want to keep the commandments. They don't want to let these holidays go. We got Christmas coming up. Our people finna celebrate Christmas. But where in the Bible does it tell you to celebrate Christmas at in the Bible? Where in the Bible does it say Christ's birthday was December 25th? That's not in the Bible. You can't show me one verse in the Bible where it tells you that Christ was born December 25th and that the prophets celebrated Christmas. You can't find that. But our people can't let these traditions go, man. Where in the scriptures does the prophets celebrate their birthdays? Where in the scriptures does Christ sat down and had Thanksgiving? Where is that at in the Bible? You won't find it because our people wasn't doing that. But our people can't let that tradition of the world go, so they're going to die. 2/3 of our people going to be going through this. They're going to have to go through a famine. You know what I'm saying? They ain't going to make it through the famine. I'm going to say they ain't going to make it through the famine because we all going to have to go through this. But everybody not going to make it through. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of our wicked people going to get humbled in that day. You know, we on the highways and byways. We calling people in, hey, come get the word, come get the word. We making videos, folks scrolling past the videos. Folks say, I don't got time for that today. They start walking. They're going to be the folks that perish in that day, man. Those are the folks gonna be dying of hunger, man. Like fully, they flesh is decaying while they alive. It's gonna get real like that, man. And ain't gonna be no police, and ain't gonna be no ambulance. You see in the beginning of The Walking Dead, if y'all ever seen The Walking Dead, the beginning of it, how it looked, you know, it wasn't no cars riding around. You know what I'm saying? Everything was stuff on fire. You know what I'm saying? It was stuff desolate. It was desolate. That land was desolate. That's how it's gonna be when all hell break loose. If you don't repent and get your head right, you're gonna die. It's simple, right? And they say, verse 23, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. So there's going to be very few men on earth, Because a lot of our men is gonna die in that day, man. They're gonna die either by the famine, by race wars, or they might get drafted to go to World War III, get put to death. And a lot of our men gonna die. So it's gonna be very, very few men on earth, man. So it just say and there should be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted. So the earth is gonna be wasted. Like I said, you seen the book of Eli, you seen the beginning of The Walking Dead, how it was wasted. It didn't look like nothing was growing places. It was like dirt, sand places, cars flipped over, things on fire, buildings tore out, people going and stealing the building. It looked crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's gonna be. Because you ain't gonna have no men to take care of those things no more. Because it's gonna be few men. And it's gonna be going desolate. It's gonna be desolate, right? And they say, there shall be no man left to till the earth and sow it. So there ain't gonna be no man left to till the earth and sow it, right? And they say, the trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? You ain't gonna have nobody gathering, man, because it's gonna be a lot of people dead. Now you have people going to gather fruit off trees. They might want to pick some strawberries off the trees. They might want some oranges. They might have an orange tree. They go get some oranges off the tree. And they not gonna be able to do that because they're gonna be dead. So who gonna gather the tree? Who gonna take care of the land? Nowadays people get paid to take care, of they got a garden and stuff like that, or people just get paid to take care of nature and stuff like that. Some people get paid to do that, right? But who's gonna take care of that now? Who's gonna be like, I'm gonna take care of this, I'm gonna get the oranges off the tree and pick them? Who gonna do that? If a lot of people dead, who gonna do that? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be very, very bad, man. And it's very, very close to that time approaching. And they say, the grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men. So all places gonna be desolate of men. Not just Georgia, not just Florida, you know what I'm saying? Not just California, not just New York. All places gonna be desolate of men, man. So that's gonna lead, and that goes back to Isaiah. Let me get it real quick. That goes back because it's gonna be very few men, right? That goes to Isaiah 4:1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat of our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. So women gonna lose their mind when especially if the brother got fringes on, the women gonna lose their mind because they gonna be looking for brothers to guide them the right way, but it's gonna be very few men. So when they see a man with fringes, they gonna lose their mind, try to cleave into him. That's how it's gonna be, because it's gonna be very desolate of men. You have those independent women, that independent spirit. I'm an independent black woman. I don't need no man. And that spirit gonna be gone when all hell break loose. When they declare martial law, when Jacob Trouble kick off, that independent spirit gonna be gone. You gonna have women looking for a man. You gonna have even dykes that so-called wanna be dudes. They gonna put a dress on. They gonna try to fix their hair, and they gonna look for a man of the Lord. That's what's gonna happen in that day, man. So if you ain't got the Most High on your side, sisters, you gonna get caught out here. You gonna get caught up out here because you gonna have men. And it was a scene from Book of Eli you gonna have men trying to rape women in that day, man. You gonna have men, dirty, nasty men. They're not gonna care about nothing, try to rape women, man. You know what I'm saying? So women gonna be looking for a man, but it's gonna be hard to find them because there's gonna be a lot of men not here. You're gonna have some in FEMA camps, you know what I'm saying? Some dead, some hiding. You ain't gonna be able just to walk down the road and see a man of the Lord. You're not gonna be able to see it. You're gonna have those women trying to find us. We at Cascade. You know what I'm saying? We be at Cascade Park bringing the word out. You're gonna have women looking for those men. Where those brothers at? That was at Cascade. I need them. Where they at? I need them. I don't know what to do. What verse was they reading? I need to hear who I am. I need to hear what's gonna happen next. That's what's gonna happen. But we ain't gonna be here. The prophets ain't gonna be on where they at no more. Where they used to be at bringing it out. So women gonna be losing their mind trying to find a man to cleave to. That thug that they want right now, he ain't gonna be able to do nothing for him. He gonna be shook same way. You know what I'm saying? So, verse 26. The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men, so that one man shall desire to see another, and to hear his voice. So you're gonna have, it's gonna be very, very few men, to the point where you're gonna desire to hear another man's voice. Just like the I Am Legend, Will Smith. I mean, he was desiring to hear another person's voice. He had a walkie-talkie. He was, hello, anybody here? Hello, hello, is anybody here? Hello. Only person he had was his dog. It's gonna be very, very few desolate people, man. So you gotta understand how many people gonna be dying. Think about that. I'm gonna keep reading. It's gonna explain what I'm finna say. For of a city there shall be 10 left, and 2 of the field, which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the clefts of the rocks. Check this out. I want y'all to think about what I'm finna tell y'all. The Bible just said, verse 28, for of a city there shall be 10 left. So of a city, it could be 10 left. I mean, only 10 people left in the city. So think about this. We know how big New York City is, right? Imagine only 10 people left in New York City. Imagine 10 people left in Atlanta. Imagine 10 people left in California. So that means it's gonna be a lot of people dying, bro. If only 10 gonna be left, and it said and 2 of the field. It's gonna be 2 of the field hiding. It's gonna be 2 of the field which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the clefts of the rocks. So it's gonna be people high. It's gonna be very, very few people, man. 10 people out in New York, man. It's gonna get wild, man. It's gonna get crazy. It's gonna be, and if you're not prepared spiritually, if you get caught off guard, you had the chance to hearken. Everybody gonna have a chance. Everybody got a chance to hearken and listen, man. This word got to go around the 4 corners of the earth it got to go around the 4 corners of the earth. Then when everybody hear it, that's when it's gonna happen, man. He's not gonna allow nobody not to be able to hear this truth, man. And then it happens. Everybody gonna know about the Israelites. It's gonna be if they willing to hearken or not. This stuff is really coming to America. This is not no play. This is not no dream. This is gonna happen, man. Death, pestilence, famine, violence, race wars, martial law, all this stuff is coming to America, man. All this stuff is coming to this place, man. You gonna have, dang, people kicking out. I gotta get this. Let me get, let me see. I gotta get this. I want. This is Second Ezra. I gotta go to 15. This is Second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So the Bible said a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. Hey man, you know now people have pity upon their neighbor. You might have your neighbor that you cool with. He come knock on your door. He asks, do you got some sugar? You give him some sugar. He asks you, do you want to come watch the game with him? You know, the Super Bowl. You go out Super Bowl with him. You know what I'm saying? Y'all chill out in the yard, drink a couple Coronas, you know, chill out, you know, have y'all feet crossed, talk about life. That's what's going on now, right? The Bible said a man shall have, verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. So in that day, this day is talking about Jacob's trouble that's slowly approaching us. He said in that day, a man ain't gonna have no pity upon his neighbor. It ain't gonna be no more, hey, let's watch the game together. Let's drink some Coronas. Let's talk about life. That's gonna be dead in that day, Jacob's trouble. Now the Bible gonna tell you why. It said, man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. So they're gonna destroy their house with the sword. In the modern day, sword is the gun, right? So they're gonna go in their neighbor's house, the one they buddy with, go to work with. He give him a ride home. He gonna be the same one going into his crib, knocking on his door, pop, shooting it up, taking his stuff. It say, and spoil their goods. So he gonna steal his food at his house. Just imagine, right? You at your crib, right? And your neighbor come knock on your door, right? And he got a gun in his hand. All hell breaking loose, right? And he done been seeing you stacking up on food. He been seeing you bringing in groceries for about a year. He been watching you through the window. You haven't been seeing him, but he been seeing you, right? So he already know in that day, you know what I'm saying? He gonna go to your crib. So just say you at your door. You hear pop, knock on the door, right? You open the door. He got a gun. Give me the food. Now that's the same brother that was just watching TV with you, that y'all was chilling before, right? That y'all were supposed to be close. He gonna be the same one with a gun. Pop. Give me the food. You're gonna be like, I don't got no food. You're gonna try to slam the door.